Amazing, everyone. Welcome to our day number 5 celebration call. Is the last call. Hello, Eugenia. Hello, everyone. Kenneth, are you here? Let me know if you were able to find the actual celebration call. There is the last live that is going to run in this group regarding the 5-day challenge. And of course, I would love here to address all of your questions related to LinkedIn, our challenge activities. I've seen your questions, Eugenia, so I'm going to address them. And of course, to celebrate your wins. So please start sharing. Kalispera, Adam. Thank you for the Greek. Hello, guys. Let me know. And also, Eugenie, were you able to use the hashtag so as to be able to find your post? And of course, share on the dedicated video your translation so as for me to be able to review it. The challenge takes place in English. So the language in the rules, Eugenia, if you were able to watch and read the rules of the challenge, are that all the assignments, they take place in English. So if you decided to go and share your content in a different language, so we won't be able to review it and give you feedback. So in such a case, either you go and you reshare it in English using the hashtag Excellent Mentoring, so all of us, okay, to be able to find it. Or you can use the translation, okay, again, but we would like to see the original format by using the Excellent Mentoring hashtag so as to be able to find and check how you were able also to format here. Oh, Catherine. Hello. So, Eugenia, is this clear what you need to do? You need to go and add the Excellent Mentoring hashtag like Katrin and Adam have already done. So as my team to be able to find it. And also make sure that you have used the dedicated post to share the translation of it, okay? Is this clear, guys, what you need to do? Your assignment for today was to create your first piece of content based on my instructions and then to go and share. Hello, Kenneth. Amazing. You made it. How are you? How was the project and the client yesterday? So should I post the English version, right? So ideally, based on the rules of the challenge, everything should be in English. So as me and my team to be able to review it, that's the language of the challenge. So if you can do it, that's okay. If you cannot, at least integrate in your original post the hashtag Excellent Mentoring and then share underneath day number 5 daily task, okay? The translation so as for me to be able to understand what you're writing there. So why I'm telling you that? Because I need to review also the original post that you have shared, okay? So as to check also the structure. It's not only about the content itself and to understand the translation, it really plays a role in order to be able to increase engagement, to have the right structure. And since you talked about, let's say, the length, we're going to discuss that as well. So the length plays a role, the structure, the paragraphs, if they're clearly stated, the white space in between the paragraphs. People, they don't read a lot of text online. They feel overwhelmed. Usually they read it down in English, so you read very fast. That's why having, let's say, white spaces and short paragraphs, not more than 5 lines. People, they don't read them. Okay. So Eugenia, let me know when you're ready, and then I will be going, okay, at the second part of our video together today to give you feedback to your assignments, okay, to actually the piece of content you have said. Kenneth, were you able to catch up with yesterday's exercise? Also, you can keep sending, okay, messages. It's not only for one day. It means that you will be on a daily basis, set aside, let's say, 10 minutes to send 10 messages. That's it. You don't need, let's say, to send more messages. And of course, is there anyone who is thinking of actually purchasing Sales Navigator and they would like to ask me anything about the paid version of LinkedIn, or if you're using or if you're paying for LinkedIn, because some of you have the paid version, make sure that you use the right version, because if you have purchased the business LinkedIn, maybe you won't be able to see the results that I've been promising to you. So make sure, okay, guys, that you have used the hashtag Excellent Mentoring, so me and my team to be able, and also the rest of the participants, because I've seen that all of you have been going online, okay, and you have been supporting each other and liking and commenting to each other posts. But if you don't use the Excellent Mentoring hashtag, you won't be able to be found by other colleagues so as to support your efforts. And also my team won't be able to find your post. So Eugenia, have you used the hashtag? Because your post doesn't appear in the result when I'm looking for your post, neither Kenneth's. So let me know, guys. I see only Adam's and Katrine's post there. So if you have said any post without the hashtag, it's impossible for us to find it. Okay. Can you hear me well? Let me know if you can hear me well, if everything is clear about your day number 5 assignment. The recordings will remain in the group until late on Sunday. Maybe I will remove them on Monday, so you will be able to have time, okay, to catch up with the assignments. If you will be keeping doing things, you will need, okay, to let me know in the group, so it's me and my team to get back to you and review either your posts or any kind of questions or any kind of assignments that you have said in the group. You need to tag me and to notify me and my team, okay? Otherwise, we will be lost, okay, in the content here in the group. Okay, so Eugenia has a great question here. Eugenia, I'm working on spaces to post. Okay, just a minute. Of course, Eugenia, you still have time. All clear, says Kenneth. Hear you well, says Catherine. Okay, great. Thank you. So, Kenneth, were you able to catch up with the previous assignments? Were you able to send the messages? Were you able to actually write your first piece of content? So Jenny has a great question since he has been working on posting her piece of content. Says, hello, Virginia. Could you please specify what length is considered ideal? Not too short, not too long. For LinkedIn posts, I tend to write a lot and need some boundaries. Thank you. So Jenny, that's a great question. Most of the translators, I think they really like to write a lot because that's our profession. We're linguists, all of us, and that's why most of us were blogging as well. So by not too long or not too short, it means that you have the ideal length as to make your point based on the structure that I have shared with you. So the ideal length is the template, okay, Eugenia, that I've shared with you. It has the hook, the reassure, the social proof, okay, then it has the 3 tips, which is the main content, then the engage question, then the call to action, and the hashtag. So ideally, we want that length. But my copywriter used to tell me there is no such, let's say, long post or too long post, but it's a boring post. So what does that mean? No matter what's the length, if you can keep the attention of the reader, and if your post is really interesting, there is no problem with the length of the post itself, okay? But let's celebrate also your wins, guys. I will be answering your questions, reviewing your content. I'm going also to share my screen and share with you the tools that I've been using so as to save me time, to generate content ideas, to find ideas for my idea clients, and hacks, okay, on how to make that better content for your idea clients and to increase engagement throughout the call. But I would like also to see any kind of results so far, okay? So let me know if you have any aha moments that you were able throughout this week, and celebrate your wins. And remember, no win is a small win. For example, the fact that you create your first piece of content is a great win, or the fact that you contact your clients properly for the first time is a great win, or the fact that you were able to have accepted your connection request that you sent yesterday is also a great win of mine. And I would suggest you and encourage you to keep doing the work until the end of this week, okay, until Monday, that I will be getting back on Tuesday to review everything, to give you feedback, and to wrap up the challenge. This is the last live, so that's your last chance to ask me anything related to LinkedIn, your strategy, this challenge. So use the actual comments below and ask me anything. If you're watching the replay, tag me so as to be notified. And Eugenia, let me know, did I answer your question? Okay, so we want ideally the length of the actual template that I shared with you. That's what is suggested by the algorithm of LinkedIn. Thank you for the answers. Just post in English. Perfect. If you have used the Excelate Mentoring hashtag, then I will be able to find it. Murphy says, unfortunately, I won't be able to attend this last day. I hope to watch it on Sunday. Yes, it will be still online. Thank you for the tips. I'm going to implement them. One I've already done, and soon I'll do the others. What do you mean one? I would love to hear, Matthew, what you were able to complete. And of course, if you will be able to catching up for the upcoming days, you need to notify us, okay? So as to be able to find your assignments and to give you feedback. Eugenia says, I wrote my post in Spanish, my mother tongue, and translated by AI. I know, in case you wanted to review it. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, for you guys that you would like to create content in your native language, and I totally understand that. I recommend, first of all, to choose the language of your audience. So if your clients, they don't speak, for example, in my case, they don't speak Greek, what's the point of creating content in Greek, okay? If my clients, they speak Greek, okay, of course, I can create content in Greek. But for the sake of this challenge, because there were like 20-something more rules about this challenge, one of those rules were that the actual content will be shared in English. So as all of us, first of all, to be able to communicate with each other, okay, to understand it and to give you feedback. And of course, for me, in order to be able to give you feedback. So even if you might decide, Eugenia, in the future to create content in Spanish, it's up to you. Spanish is the second most spoken language in the world. So you are okay, I suppose, as long as your client speaks Spanish. But if you would like to be hired, okay, by translation project managers, that you would like to be found by them, then if they don't speak Spanish, like me, for example, you won't be able to attract their attention, okay? So it's always very strategical, the decision that we make about the language that we are going to share our content. I realize that you might not find it easier for you to generate content and to write content in your mother tongue, but it is strategical, the content we create. So it's really important to talk to our clients in their native language, of course, if we can. I work only French Spanish, so I don't want to post in English. Okay, so if your clients, they don't speak English, which an international language and even other project manager would be able to understand, then of course, yes, copy paste it, okay, either here or underneath the related video. But I think that you actually shared it in English as well. Okay, you post in English, so perfect, I will check it out. So you need to use the Excelate Mentoring hashtag, the way that you see it here, in order for me to be able to find it. I asked this in another thread, but I thought I'd leave it here so that you can find, okay, Adam, before starting this course, I think you mean starting, not starting. Okay, I thought that I'd leave it here. Okay. I had settled into a rhythm of posting a specific time of the day, once a week, as I had been advised not to spam my contacts feeds with constant posts. Who actually advised that, Adam? Does the frequency, the day of the week, the time of the day all matter? Of course they do matter. Actually, LinkedIn says that you should be posting on a daily basis if you would like to get the most out of the platform. That's a great question. Who advised you, Adam? There are so many people advising things, all around the internet. And I'm really worried that you are hearing once and these things like from other people without first confirming if this is right or wrong. So specifically for LinkedIn, they say ideally you should post every day. That's the LinkedIn algorithm what suggests. And you're not spamming people because they choose, okay, to read it or not. They choose to visit your page or not. And they can skip it. So it's not like spamming their email inbox with emails. Sharing your content on your actually page is up to them if they would like to consume it or not. But if you would like to play with the algorithm and to get the most out of it, then you need daily. I understand that daily might be too time consuming for you guys, especially when you start out. So maybe 3 times per week would be the ideal. Okay, Adam, did I answer your question? I love writing long posts, but when I made an effort to stick to the character limit and looked at the result, it felt so much better. What is the character limit you mean? Like you were able to exceed the actual limitation of writing posts on LinkedIn? Because I think you have 3,000 characters to share a post on LinkedIn. So you were writing longer posts, Adam? That's great. Thank you so much for sharing. For Eugenia about length, I have used ChatGPT to make my too long writings shorter. It needs human review, but for me it is helpful. That's something else gives me ideas about what is too much in my text. So guys, you like to write long text. So 3 out of all the people. Wonderful. Thanks, Adam. You're welcome, Adam. So are you going to start sharing content at least 3 times per week or on a daily basis? Guys, let me know what's going to be your frequency. I would like also to know, for those that you were not able to catch up with the assignments, what is holding you back? For me, it's really important to understand what's holding you back, just to encourage you to take action. If you're not taking action, it's impossible for you. Let's celebrate some of your wins. It's really important for me to know that. Besides physically making it to the final session today, I've been out of office all day. My biggest win has been to change of mentality in running my businesses. Wow, that's huge win, actually, Kenneth. Congratulations. If you were able in just 5 days to change the mentality in running your business, that's a huge win. And getting some clarity, oh, that's huge, and structure. So my loose ends can be tied together in an actual strategy. Also got some promising new contacts. Congratulations, Kenneth. Does it mean that you got those new contacts by contacting them, or did they contact you? Those new contacts, Kenneth? Okay, Adam. Adam says, I mean, you advised not to go over 1,500 characters. So when I stuck to that, it looked much better. Great to know, Adam. Yes, I'll make an effort to post 3 times per week. I was at a conference about content creation, and I was actually attending a session about TikTok and in general, what type of content converts better nowadays. And what actually they mentioned is that the videos, they convert better, not only on TikTok, but in general, even on LinkedIn. And actually those videos, that they are of 1 minute duration. So can you realize that you need to make your point and analyze a topic and give advice and being helpful, providing value in just 1 minute, less than a minute? And that's very difficult, okay? Even it's not human, human beings, they want to have their time to explain themselves, to write, as you mentioned, 1,500 words, but we need to go along with the algorithms. And I understand that many people actually didn't agree with that and didn't like the fact that the machines, the algorithms, they are actually giving us instructions. But if you would like to start increasing the views and the engagement, you need to play along with their game and you need to follow that. So people, they don't consume videos that they're longer than 1 minute. That's what it says. So it's not the algorithm, it's the psychology behind of the people consuming content that actually trains and educates the algorithm on what to train us and to tell us what to do. So we need to take into consideration the behavior of the consumers of our content in order to be able to increase the traffic. So after a while, after you will be able to be posting content for 3 months, 6 months, you will be able to have the analytics and you will be able to see which pieces of your content they actually attract the best engagement. So you can create several different types of content and check them out. Okay, so you can actually play around and test your content campaigns and see which pieces of content they bring you the most traffic. The gurus, okay, the marketing experts, what they are telling us is that the shorter the format and to the point, the higher the chances that you will get engagement. And because people, they don't consume longer formats, either in the video format or written format. So even in a video, to make yourself clear and to be able to provide value in less than 1 minute, for me, it's very, very difficult, okay? They replied to my connection, congratulations, Kenneth, amazing. Do you have numbers? That's a huge win, guys. Congratulate all of you, Kenneth. Kenneth, is great that you were able. So were you able to send how many messages and how many actually they accepted? That's a huge win. Thank you so much. So Eugenia says, my biggest win so far is that I have overcome many of my mental blocks. Congratulations, Eugenia, and completed the full challenge. Yes, and you owe that to you, girl. Okay, Eugenia, you owe it to your persistence, your commitment, the time that you found. So congratulations, Eugenia, for completing it. The first time I've done so, and I've purchased many marketing trainings. I feel you, Eugenia. I used to do that. I was purchasing courses and I would never find the time to complete them. And I think the accountability and the way that we have the community here keeps you motivated to keep going. You helped me realize that I can do it even while still battling my own mind. Of course, all of us, we battle our own mind. If you see also the other people's wins, you will realize that most of us, we tend to battle with our secondary thoughts, and of course our mindset blocks is the main reason that I have seen in our industry. Okay, the reason why most of the colleagues, they really struggle to make 6 figures, even if our industry is quite profitable. Translation interpretation is among the 10 professions worldwide that they see a rise during a crisis. And because we have international crisis for the last, I don't recall even how many years, translation is still profitable. And don't want you to hear the agencies or other translation companies or other professionals that they actually combating us and they would like to push the rates down because of the crisis. Usually there isn't more work for us when there is a crisis, and that's the chance for you to find direct clients and to increase your rates instead of the other way around, that the agencies are pushing the rates down and they want you to do. So Eugenia, congratulations. Thank you so much for your kind words, and I'm very proud of you guys for what you've made. Kenneth is a great professional, so for me it's a great honor to have Kenneth here and to have his results so far. I found a new idea client persona to search for and contact in LinkedIn. Amazing, Catherine, congratulations. And a new need of theirs to address in messages. Congratulations, Catherine. Catherine is the second time that I think that she participates. So congratulations, Catherine. That's a great win. And of course, Adam says 2 of the contacts I added replied. They were only acknowledging the contact request and didn't convert right away, but it's the foot in the door, isn't it? Plus, I no longer see myself as a lowly freelancer. I feel more like a confident business owner. Epic win. Yes, definitely. Adam, that's a huge win. That's what actually Kenneth explained. It's really important to realize, okay, that you're a business owner, that you need to make profit. And instead of waiting the clients to find you, to take action towards them. So even if, okay, they accept your connection request is a big win for me, okay? People, they don't accept everyone in their network. So the fact that they accept it is a big yes on their part. If they have not converted right away, as you say, you can create, Adam, your following up process. So what I would like you to do from now on is until the end of the challenge, until the time that I'm going to delete all the content here, to keep setting your progress, okay? Like what replies you are getting, and if you categorize even the replies, so as you to be able to create the following up process, that's also a huge win, okay, guys? Of course, in the mentorship program, we're going to work together for 12 weeks, so you are going to have enough time, okay, to actually work towards your following up process, because it's also a matter of timing. You know, we have more time. So congratulations, everyone. I'm very proud of you. So keep sharing your wins, okay? Keep sharing your analytics. So now that you have started sharing content, that you have contacted your clients, you have started your prospecting campaigns, it's time, okay, for you to actually check your analytics, okay? So I would like you to go to your analytics and find this page that I've been sharing for you here. I would like to create a similar post, okay? Out of curiosity, Kenneth, how messages have you sent? And all of you guys, can you tell me how messages have you sent so far? So those are the analytics I would like you to share with me, okay? Not only for con performance, but also who's viewed your profile, okay? And I don't see many questions about creating content. So it was easy for you to actually generate content ideas, okay, for your idea clients. So no more questions. Is there anyone who doesn't know how to find their analytics? Let me know. It's really important for you to monitor your progress, okay? My post impression have almost doubled. Do you want? Of course, I want screenshots. That's what I'm expecting, okay, from you guys. Also good for you to have it. So I want your progress. Go to your analytics and take the screenshot. So what you need to do. So when you go to your homepage, you can see here either profile views or post impressions. You can click here on the left. Again, you will be able to be redirected to your actually. Perfect. Okay. So I would like you to take a screenshot like this one, for example. I can take and I can say my progress. I have 31% since previous week. Remember, Valentina's was 2,000% more views. Okay, 2,000% more views. That's way My LinkedIn does only show the number of profile views, not the diagram. You need to click on them, Katrine. You need to click on them in order to go to the diagram. Everyone's get access to the diagram. Do you follow the steps I showed to you? You need to click on them. Everyone has this diagram. So when you go to your profile, like you see here, my profile, so you see here that it shows the number of profile. If I click on that, I will get to the diagram, okay? Catherine, can you do the steps, all of you guys? Can you let me know that you will be able to find this diagram? And also, if you would like to find your post impressions, this is for all the people that actually you have been attracting more people, the profile viewers, how many people visit your profile. If you would like to find the post impressions, you go here that says analytics again, and you go to the post impressions. You click on that number, Katrine. You need to click on that numbers in order to get to the diagram. So guys, you still have time to catch up with the assignments, okay? Please go and share your pieces of content. We still have time. We're live here. Just doing it right now and putting in the group. Congratulations, Adam. And I would like you to keep doing that until, okay, next Monday. So as to keep to be able to keep up with the progress, okay? By sharing more pieces of content, or by actually increasing traffic, or by actually adding more people, sending more connection requests on a daily basis, you'll be able to see the increase also to your SSI, okay? So this is my con performance, and I take a screenshot of that, okay? I get access to more analytics here. Of course, you can find the top performing posts of yours. I was able to be in the top 200 Greek LinkedIn voices. I think my position was 150 something. So this is very proud to be in the top 200 Greek LinkedIn voices myself. And as you see, it takes into consideration the impressions here and the engagement. And if you click on that, you will be able to see more analytics. So you will be able to find in the future your top performing posts, and it's good for you to know. So it's for you to repeating, okay, the similar formula. You'll be able to see how many people they react, okay? And also it encourages you to start similar posts. Let me know, guys, if you were able to find it, okay? Catherine, were you able to find it? Perfect. So the LinkedIn post is live. Okay, guys, you still have time to share your pieces of content. So before that, I promised you to show to you the tools that I've been using to generate content ideas. And for me, that's great. I don't suggest to use AI to write the content, even if I will be sharing later in the group some AI tools for writing as well. Done. Congratulations, Adam. I will check them out later on. So all of you guys, I would suggest you, since you have started connecting with your clients, you have shared your first piece of content, to go and check your analytics either today or tomorrow. It's an ongoing progress, okay? It's not an overnight success, but you need to keep, okay, doing those things. So I promised to you to go and show to you tools that I use. Are you here with me? Are you still, guys? Let me know. Because there was earlier interruption in the network. Can you hear me? Because I would like to show you now some great tips on how to generate content ideas for your idea clients. In the video, daily task number 5, I told you for Ask the Public or Quora or a similar, let's say, website that people, they go and ask questions and find your idea clients there. Okay, so this is really important for you to know where to find topics. Yes, still here, Eugenia. So the main idea for the awareness stage, if you remember in the day number 5 video, I explained to you the stages of the marketing funnel. And since you have not been sharing content that consistently in the past, then most of the people in your network, since you have been expanding your network with new people, they are still at the awareness stage. So most of your content should be answering questions of them. Okay. The growth content and how we measure the success of our growth content. Adam says, okay, they can hear me. The growth content is content that we can measure its success by measuring the traffic, and it's also content that is searchable. What does that mean? That you answer the most common question that your clients ask on Quora or ask the public, or you can ask ChatGPT and so on to find what is the most common problem and question that they ask related to what we do. And then you go and you create a blog post or an article on LinkedIn or a piece of content on LinkedIn by answering that question. So whenever those people, they go on Google and they ask such a question, your content that you answer that question will actually appear in the result. Does this make sense? And that's how we measure the success of the growth content, of the awareness stage content, okay? Then at the middle of the funnel, the MOFU, when people, they are actually consuming our content and they give their email, we measure the success by how many people actually sign up, okay, for and give their email for our workshop, our email list, our newsletter, or book a call with us. That's how we measure the success, how many signups or how many emails we were able to gather. And of course, at the bottom of the funnel, BOFU are the people that they buy from us. So we measure the success by how many sales we make. Is this clear so far? Let me know. So we are at HubSpot. You can actually Google HubSpot blog ideas generator. Even if it's for blog ideas, you can use the ideas, okay, to actually use them for LinkedIn posts, okay? So here are some ideas. So what I did, if I go back, okay, you need to go back and to write, what's your blog post about? Legal translation, okay? Or you can explain more about that. And then you click generate ideas. And then you're here, okay, and you have the ideas that they generate that you were seeing previously. So the importance of legal translation, ensuring accuracy in international law. Okay, great. How to choose the right legal translation service for your business. Very saturated, but still, okay, go. Top challenges in legal translation, how to overcome them. Great. Legal translation vs. general translation, what you need to know. I like that. The role of technology in modern legal translation. I like all of them, to be honest, okay? So either you can go and edit the prompt if you would like to get better results, or you choose, okay, which one do you like the most? I like the last one, or I like also this one, but you need to choose only one. So then you can go and generate a blog post. But for me, I would keep all the ideas, okay, to create content. So if you struggle, because that's the most common question and challenge that I see from people that I'm working with you to create your content marketing strategies, how to generate content ideas for my idea clients. Using such tools that I've been sharing here with you today will save you so much time. So not only generates content ideas with you, okay, but also they start writing the piece of content for you. I don't suggest you to use it as it is, okay? Definitely we want the human touch, but it saves you so much time rather from starting from scratch, okay? So this is a blog post, but you can write in such a format so as to be, let's say, I like it. It's quite humanly written, you know. If you read it, it's not that AI, you know, generate content. I will share with you some tools that I've been using before ChatGPT becomes a trend. I was using tools to write my piece of content. They work very well for English, not for Greek. So I like this one. What do you think, guys? Would you use it? You can edit it, okay, you can view as, you can use settings, file, okay, you can save the draft and so on. Hello, Anika, Hadma. Perfect. So do you have any more questions? That's one way, okay, to generate content ideas. You can use HubSpot blog generator. Then you can go to ChatGPT since it's there. Okay, many people, they're using it. I'm not suggesting to use ChatGPT to write your content because it's not human written. So people, they realize that. And also people, they would like to see the human behind your text and your personality. So by using AI written content, apart from people that they realize it's AI written, most of us, we are aware of that. Secondly, it doesn't give your personality behind the text. Okay, so people, they realize that it's not you. But it's a great tool that you can use in order to come up with ideas. Why not? It saves you so much time, but it also depends on the prompt. So can you give me 3 tips about technology usage in legal translation to share as a LinkedIn post as a translator for my legal translation clients? It's a godsend, says I've been strapped for ideas lately. Of course, Adam, that's the idea. So 3 tips every law firm should expect from a legal translator. I like that. Okay, secure technology matters, the terminology consistency, AI is a tool, not a substitute, okay? You can have also, they give you the call to action. Now, if you want, you can turn this into a high converting LinkedIn carousel or add a strong hook. You see, they know, or tailored specifically for your needs, law firms in Athens, international trade clients. You see, they realize with my also idea clients, I would like you to use the prompt. I am a legal translator based in Athens. My idea clients are law firms in Athens, and I would like to create, okay? So, for example, can you generate 10 topics to use for my LinkedIn content addressed to my idea clients? Okay, and you can copy paste those two. Okay, since realized. Okay. As a legal translator, let's see what we get. Here, high value LinkedIn content, the hidden legal risks of poor translation cross-border contracts. Expanding internationally, your contracts may not be as valid as you think. What law firms should look for when outsourcing legal translation? I like that. Why consistency in legal terminology can protect or expose your business? Very clever. AI in legal translation, what it can do and where it becomes dangerous. I like that. Confidentiality in legal translation, what happens behind the scenes? From translation to risk management, the real role of a legal translator. Position yourself from vendor to strategic partner. Amazing. I like the 8 here. It says, doing business in Greece, common translation mistakes foreign companies make. Highly targeted for international clients entering the Greek market, and certified via standard legal translation. What's the difference when it matters? I like that. How law firms can streamline multilingual casework with the right translation partner. Amazing. So you get also some tips. So no more excuses, guys. What's your homework? Go and generate 50 content ideas for your idea clients, and you will have them ready so as to keep starting. For me, the main secret when it comes to content creation strategy is the fact that you need to generate the content ideas beforehand, and you need to start preparing your content for the upcoming 3 months. No one has the time. And if you have seen people, let's say, sharing content on a daily basis, including myself, they don't go and generate the content on a daily basis. Impossible if you run, like myself, 2 businesses and you are an academic or whatever, to generate and to be there on a daily basis on LinkedIn to generate content ideas. It's impossible. So what is the secret that no one is going to share with you? They go and then generate the topics, ideas. They go and they actually create the piece of content for the upcoming 3 months. Then they schedule them. So when you see those pieces of content to be shared on a daily, weekly basis, they're not there daily doing that. They have prepared their content, okay? And they have been scheduling the content in order to see their content. There are so many scheduling tools that you can use in order to share your content, okay? But for me, having a planner is the secret here. You need to plan ahead instead of being there. So a great planner is canva.com/planner. I think that you have access even with a free version. What's the secret here? You have the calendar, you have the special days, and you can even add events to the calendar. You can schedule an Instagram post directly through this actually Canva planner. You can design here as well. So there are so many integrations. You can schedule a social media post. You can take a social media lesson, design school, and so on. So you can add here, okay, and you can go, you can select the channel. You see, you can connect your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn profile, your LinkedIn page, even X, Twitter, Pinterest, or Tumblr if you're using them. And you can go and you can choose, okay, the templates or recent posts of yours. Let's say I connect Instagram, okay, you can convert into, okay, or link Instagram account to Facebook page. And then, of course, after you connect the channel, you write the caption, you choose the piece of content, and then you can actually schedule it from here. Let me know if you find that helpful, but it's really important to be professional if you are thinking of actually using professionally a planner. Another tool that I've been using, and there is also the free version and the paid version, is called Airtable. Have you ever actually heard of that? It's called Airtable, okay. Have my account. I have V Mentoring for Virginia, which is my content that and I have also a calendar here template. So if you would like me to share with you the template, share in the comments here that you're watching the replay or you're live with me, social media Airtable content calendar. So I will share with you the link to use it if you would like. Airtable has a free version, okay? that you can use, but it really helps you to have gathered here, for example, the content per month, okay, the topic, inspiration, when you to post, the caption, the graphic, and the hashtags that you can add. So it's a step-by-step process. You can even have posting ideas here. So if you come up with 50 content ideas, okay, you can add them here. You can have the hashtag ideas here related that you would like to talk about. And of course, the content per month. So no more excuses, guys. You don't need to go there on a daily basis and create content, okay? Sneak peek of my calendar. That's huge here, okay? So you see the video testimonials, the story sizes, the calendar. So it's huge. So you see here, I have my testimonial, the videos for Facebook and Instagram story, YouTube. So the 3 platforms that I share the videos. You see the caption. They are for review of mine. So if I check them here, I can tell them, that they are ready. And then I write here my feedback. Hashtags to be used, social calendar, okay, those posts are to educate, or social proof, okay, or promote something. They are for review. If they're green, it means that they are ready. And of course, you can have the purpose, the caption, the category, the status, and of course, my feedback and the hashtags. So I think it's pretty to the point and very helpful to have everything here. As you see, people, they write that here and we have gathered them. It's also very good for you and for future reference to have everything gathered at one spot, okay? So you will be able to go back, review it, and reuse some of them. Why not? Not everyone has seen all of the posts that you have said already, Adam. So if you can go back, Adam, since you were setting some kind of content, I review the analytics, okay? You will be able to reuse or to repurpose one piece of content you saw that it showed great interest in. So let me know, guys, did you find that helpful? Be honest with me. So we have said Canva Planner, ChatGPT content, HubSpot content ideas generator, Airtable as a tool, scheduling tools. I will be sharing also AI tools for writing posts later in our group. So let me know if you have any more questions or something you would like me to share with you. I don't want to talk alone. Of course, at the end of our call, we're going to actually review your pieces of content. So you still have time to go back, okay, and share the pieces of content and use the hashtag Excelate Mentoring, okay? So as for me to be able to go and review them. Great question that have been asked so far is if you have a company page where you should be sharing your content in your profile, like Katrin, for example. I know, Katrin, that you shared initially your post on your personal profile and then you reshare it, okay, to your actually company page. Is that correct? So ideally, we want to share the content primarily to our profile, okay, that has more views. But because the company pages actually they show to you more analytics. For some reason, that's how LinkedIn works, even for the free version. If you have a company page like Katrin, you can go to your company page and check the analytics. You get more in-depth analytics for everything, the sex, the years that they're in the industry, okay, so the interest, so many more analytics. Okay. So any more questions about the tools? So we said about HubSpot, we said about ChatGPT, and of course there is Claude AI for written content. We said about Airtable. Let me know, guys, if you come up with more questions. If you would like the template of Airtable to use it for you, let me know in the comments. Airtable. Let's start by sharing the top contributors in our group. So most of you know which of you are. I'm refreshing the page here to share again and to congratulate all of you guys. Are you here with me or am I talking alone? Let me see the actions. Okay, yes, it seems like a lot of work. Do you have any help with your content or interaction with your audience? Yes, of course I do have help, Eugenia, but initially I did everything on my own. So in the beginning, I was doing everything on my own. Now I have an virtual assistant, human assistant, okay, that they actually, based on my instructions, they create the graphics, for example, for me. And of course, I have shared them my tool to share them online, so they schedule them as well. So congratulations to the top contributors here. I'm so excited for you guys. So Adam, as expected, he's the first top contributor. And of course, Eugenia is the second, Kenneth is the third, Gracie, that's not here, is the fourth, the Jean is the fifth, and Murphy is the sixth. I will take the first 10 until Melian Silm. Okay, I'm still here. Okay, perfect. Catherine says, yes, I created my company page when Virginia explained to me in a one-to-one call that I need a company page to get a logo into my experience section and so on. And then at some point I started regularly reselling my personal post on my company. I don't suggest that. That's something you did, Catherine. I will share with you later on what my suggestion would be. So ideally you need initially to share it in your company page and then reshare it to your profile, but not the other way around. Okay, guys, so let me know if you have any more questions. And of course, if you would like the template. So let's congratulate the first 10. Okay, Adam, Eugenia, Kenneth, Gracie, Jean, Murphy, Lisa, Katarzyna, Alex, and Melian. Okay, those are the 10 top contributors for the last week in our group. I'll take a screenshot and share in our group. Congratulations. First of all, to be committed, in this, and you need to congratulate yourself for taking the time and, of course, overcoming any mindset blocks to do the work. Congratulations, guys. It means that you were the most committed parties and, of course, the winners, starting from the number one. And if they rejected, we go for the next ones in a row. They earn either 500 euros discount to the upcoming program that starts in June. So if you would like to join with an extra discount, Adam is the first winner, and then if Adam rejects, Eugenia is the second one, Kenneth is the third, Grace is the fourth. So if the first ones, they reject the offer, then it's gone. We have only one winner here, okay? And the second prize is either a one-to-one session with me, which is over 500 euros. So if you would like to win a one-to-one session with me, like Catherine mentioned that she got on a one-to-one so much advice, then you need to claim, that prize and to let me know, send me via email at info@vivmentoring.com. Congratulations, Adam and Eugenia, the first two, and Kenneth for the third position. I think the algorithm of the Facebook group takes into consideration your participation, how often you actually joined me in the lives, you commented in the post, you shared your results. So I think you were the most committed parties in a fair way. Is not my criteria here. We'll share also the prizes in the group, but in order for you to win it, the first ones, they need to reject it. So now Adam has won the prize. If Adam want to claim either of the two, I will need to actually, so keep posting your day number 5, assignment. Do you have any questions about the tools that I have shared? Something you would like to ask me, let me know. That's your chance. And let's congratulate again the 10 first winners. I will be sharing a post after our call today, to let you know. So let me know, guys, do you have any questions about the fully booked translator formula LinkedIn edition? I said in our video earlier today some common questions. Do you have any more questions? Would you prefer that I describe the program, answer questions, or discuss about case studies? Would you like me to answer your questions that you have been sending me? Most of you have been sending me questions, so I have gathered the most common questions. Or would you like me to go through success stories of people that actually participated? I'm proud of we all. Of course, Eugenia, you should be proud. Congratulations, guys. Yes. So let me know in the comments, guys, if you would like me to actually go through some success stories just to motivate you, or you would like me to answer your most common questions that I've been receiving so far, via email. Let me know which of the two. This is the fully booked translator from a LinkedIn edition or the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system. Let me know if you would like me to go through case studies or the questions. And of course, later on, I will be giving you feedback. I would prefer your answer questions. Eugenia, do you have any specific question that you would like me to answer apart from the questions that I have gathered? Of course, you can actually book a call with me through the link that I have shared with you, or send me an email. And of course, in order to claim your prize, if Adam rejects this, you go Jenny, and then it goes to Kenneth. So you need, guys, to let me know. So Adam, if you're not going to claim any of the prizes, you can let us know. So the next participants, for me, it's really important, guys, to actually, the person that actually claims that will be ready to work with me, because that's what we want, We want to see results. So people who are ready to work with me might be the right candidates. Hello, Gracie, for joining us. Better late than never. Were you able? I'm watching on my phone today. Great, Gracie. Do you have any questions? Were you able to share your first piece of content based on our instructions, Gracie? And guys, do you have any questions in general? That's your last chance to get in touch with me about LinkedIn, the actual challenge. If you have any questions about the program itself, I would love to address them, okay? The special price that you told me, the 240 euros, ends tonight at midnight, okay? So if you would like to claim, for example, Adam or the first 3 participants to claim the 500 extra discount, they need to do it ASAP, or the price will change. So the discount applies to the price that is valid for the program, the times that they claim it, okay? Is this clear? Let me know, guys, if you have any more questions. So we have covered already how to create the strategy, how to come up with content ideas, what types of content, how we measure the success of each of the stage of the funnel, the tools that I've been using. I struggle to know if the industries I chose are the right ones for me. Is any market research covered in the program? Of course, I share specific tools that we do that. But of course, Eugenia, in a one-to-one session with me, you will have a crystal clear idea on that, okay? Because not any market research will know for you what's the right ones for me, okay? We need to choose that based on your criteria. Like, what are your criteria to choose them? If they are, let's say, for example, profitable enough, if they have enough work for you, if there is profitability nowadays, if, for example, what locations those industries they are active, and so on. So, Eugenia, that's something that we need to discuss together, okay? And of course, I have tools in order to find the right markets, for example, industries right now based on specific criteria that I use in my paid programs, okay? Wow, says Adams, didn't expect to win. Do I have to tell you now, or I can email you? Of course, whatever you prefer, okay? You need to check your finances. So check your finances, but I'm just telling you, okay, that there are 500, okay, euros discount to the price that will be valid the moment that you will make a decision for the program. So right now there's an extra discount until midnight. Tomorrow the price will be 3K, okay, and of course by the end of next week we're going to close the doors. So the doors to actually this program closes in 1 week from now. So Eugenia, okay, if you still have questions for that, book a free call with me. I share the link here below, okay, to discuss it further. But for me, if you have more questions about this program, if it is the right for you, okay, and of course what is covered in the program, definitely book a call with me or send me an email at info@vmentoring.com. Those are the stages that we discussed about content creation: TOPFU, MOFU, BOFU, top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. I hope that all of you are familiar with these stages so far. Let me know if you did know about these stages before you joined this program. Most of your people, they are still a network at the awareness stage. So then you need to build awareness about you and the problem that you solve. That's why we need searchable content. You need to answer questions of your clients to help them solve any challenges. And of course, to help them solve any problems they have through your services. And then MOFU and BOFU, after you will be sharing content for a while, they enter those stages. So we need to review your strategy. We discussed also about my 10K month framework. All of you, you are able of making 10,000 euros or dollars, depending where you're based in the world, 5-figure income. I have helped colleagues even in Pakistan to make 10K months, okay? So we don't have excuse. So let me know if you have any kind of questions. I would love to address them. This is the last chance, okay, having me live here with you about the challenge. So if you have any kind of questions about your strategy that we create together, 5 daily tasks, task number 1, identify your ideal clients. Daily task number 2, updating your LinkedIn profile and your headline with your unique selling proposition. Day number 3, creating your first message, okay? Sending the message on day number 5 and compiling the list with your ideal clients. You need to be able to actually find thousands and hundreds of them. So don't confuse people by telling them, for example, I think it was Gracie that you answered to the Greek lawyer, the Greek translator, that see to find agencies on LinkedIn that they handle legal translation projects, that they can write legal project manager or something like a legal translation project manager. They are not going to find agencies that way, that they handle legal projects, because very few people they might, if they have that type of job title. So we need to be very precise to what feedback we are giving, okay? So in order to find agencies that actually handle legal projects, I would suggest you to go and find my training. A free training is a free recording that I have on how to find clients on Prose. That way, by using the filters on Prose, you will be able, okay, to find agencies that they handle specific projects in specific languages. Using LinkedIn for such purposes, I don't suggest that, okay? So great question, Eugenia. I'm covering here. When does the 12-week program start? 2nd week of June, okay? What days and time will run? I will send to you once you sign up an onboarding form asking you your time zones and your availability. And I will set up the days and times based on your availability. Usually are either Tuesdays or Thursdays, approximately at 5, 6, 7 p.m. Central European time, depending on your availability. Because for me, it's really important that you join me live. So that's why I don't have a schedule preset. I prefer to take into consideration your availability. How the program will be developed if I choose to implement during 1 year instead of 3 months. The 3 months are the active part. So the program itself is of a duration, 12 weeks, that we are active in the group, that you get my support, my feedback, my accountability. Then for a whole year after the completion of the program, you get access to the material and the recording. So as for you in a self-paced format to keep doing the work for other types of clients or to keep doing the work in general, okay? So even if the active part is of 3 months, 12 weeks, you get access to the whole program for a whole year. Actually, the people who join by midnight, they will be able, apart from the discount, to get the bonuses of the program and to be able also to get the challenge content. So the recordings forever. So if you would like to get access to the recordings of the challenge forever, you need to sign up before midnight, okay, or to send me an email at info@vimentory.com that you're interested in getting the replays forever, so as for me to be able to give you access. Will the 6 group coaching sessions will be available only for the first 3 months, while the one-to-one sessions? No. There are 12-week and 12-hourly sessions in total, are the group coaching session, the group Q&A session, so 12 in total, and there is an extra one-to-one session with me in case that you have fallen behind. All of these sessions live take place in the 12-week program, and you get the recordings throughout a year. Is this clear? Let me know, Jenny, is this clear? Because I get so many questions about that. Will I get support also after the 3 months? No, the active support is of 12 weeks, because if I give you a whole year, it will take you a whole year. If I give you 3 months, it will take you 3 months. So I would like you to get the most out of the program in just 12 weeks, and you'll be able to become fully booked and reach your financial goals before the program ends, okay? Who is going to teach myself? I don't know why you get that question. Yes, Eugenia. Okay, perfect. When does the early bird expire? So you have a special rate only for you guys until midnight, tonight, Central European time. Then the price will be 3,000 euros. So if you would like to get this discounted price until midnight, this one, 2,540 only for you until midnight tonight. So then the price is going to be 2,997 euros, okay? And then it's going to be higher if there are remaining spots, of course, because as long as the slots are available. If the slots are taken, then we close registration. What I mean is that if it's going to be in a group, how does it work? Like on a Zoom call, not like here that you are just discussing in a chat. We're going, all of us, to have a Zoom private link, and we're going to have open cameras and microphones together to discuss it, okay? What does the session look like? Like a Zoom meeting with open cameras and microphones, so as to be able to build a relationship together, working together for 12 weeks. How do you work with identifying needs, set goals, and create a plan? Great question. When I will send you the onboarding form, I have specific questions there. It's in a confidential form that I only have access there. If you answer those questions, that doesn't take you more than a couple of minutes, okay, to answer that questionnaire. I will take into consideration what you write to me there, and I will identify your needs, and we will be able to set the goals together and create a plan that you'll be able to achieve your goals before the program ends. Of course, this one is really important. I did a course about marketing for freelance translators. It was really helpful, but the trainer was only giving us lots of tips and ideas. And also, Eugenia just mentioned that she has been purchasing courses and she never finds the time to complete them. I hadn't considered many of them, so it was good, but not very much specific. I think the main difference between any kind of course and this program, that's why I don't call it a course, is the fact that you implement. It's an implementation program, like the challenge here. So if you're going to implement it, bye, Kenneth, but we're going to give the feedback later on. You're welcome. Have a nice weekend to you too. So I did a course about marketing and for freelance translators. It was really helpful by the trainer. So this program is not a course. So you don't just only learn, okay? You will be able to implement, to do the work. So people that they earn 10,000 euros or dollars before the program, it's because they implement, because they contact the clients, because we create the follow process, because I'm giving you a script on how to run discovery calls, because I'm giving you a script on how to close a 5-figure deal. So everything is covered. And of course, as I mentioned, the marketing is the reason why they get to know you, that you exist. But the branding is the reason they're going to say yes to you. But having a very strong portfolio for your idea clients, direct clients, or 3 different portfolios for your 3 different types of clients, CVs for agencies, cover letters for agencies, but emails and messages for LinkedIn and following up process for your direct clients will really play a role so as to close the deal and to be able to convert those people into paid clients. The sessions, they take place on Zoom, a private Zoom link only for the paid members, okay? What if I cannot attend one session live? If you cannot attend one session live, then you get the recordings. Ideally, the people that were able to reach 5 figures in my programs were those that they didn't miss any live session, the most committed. But again, for any kind of reason, if you miss, you get the recordings right away, right after the completion of the session, and you get also access for a whole year. No, the next session will be January 2027. The difference between this course and a program: implementation, personalized feedback, accountability, support via dedicated group, international community, networking. Can I give more? You don't implement in a course. Most of the times when I purchased the course, I didn't find the time to implement. I didn't have answers to my questions, and also I couldn't tailor the content to my own needs. So when the time arrived and I had to implement what I've learned in the course, I couldn't do that because I couldn't adjust the course content to my needs. I think that's the main benefit, the fact that you get support and answers to your questions throughout the 12 weeks. I'm just a starting out translator. Can I still join the program? Yes, of course, 100%, because the starting out colleagues will be able to get benefits and feedback from the rest of the participants. I know, my dear client, in theory, but not in practice. Yes, this is the actual program, what we do. Gracie, thank you for congratulating. Does the fully booked translator formal LinkedIn edition go through the whole sales process? Great question. Yes, we go through the whole sales process. We don't just only learn in theory, we find them practically, we contact them, but we also get on calls with them. We learn how to close a deal, we learn how to send offers, how to price our services. So everything is covered. Whatever that you might need in order to close a deal on LinkedIn is covered, guys. Okay, so no more excuses. Let me know if I didn't answer any of your questions. Okay, and congratulations everyone here. If Adam rejects, okay, to claim any of the prizes, the next one will be able, okay, to claim it. So we wait for Adam's answer, and of course I will be sharing a piece of content, okay, about that. So let me know, guys, if you have any more questions. Let me know in the chat. Eugenia, did I cover your questions? Do we have any more questions about the program itself, the challenge in general? You need to catch up, and of course you need to keep sending messages, okay? Like, how many messages have you sent today? Eugenia, did you send any messages together today, or you just only created your first piece of content? You need to keep doing that, okay? And of course the material will remain at your disposal for the weekend, so as you to be able to catch up, okay? Gracie, you are also in the list. Congratulations to yourself as well. So we celebrate the 10 most committed parties. So let's check your pieces of content here, and let's start with Adam, okay? That actually comes first on the list here. And be honest with Adam, okay? All good, says Adam. Thanks. You're welcome, Adam. You're welcome, Eugenia. Not today, but I will. You can. You still have time, guys. And don't think that the weekend is not the right timing for you to send messages, okay? Statistics and researches, they have said like even weekends are better for you to keep sending messages. So keep sending those messages, okay, even during the weekend, and you can keep coming up with topic ideas, and you can share them in the group, okay, and underneath the dedicated posters for you to be able to receive feedback. So let's start with a piece of content from length is okay. Does your Gemütlichkeit get lost in translation? So I assume that this piece of content, Adam, is addressed to people that speak German and English. So for me, for example, I don't understand Gemütlichkeit. It might not be interested, so I might not be clicking on that. A typical issue: you invest a substantial amount of money creating the perfect guest experience at your boutique hotel, but your English marketing material actually reads quite clinically, like an instruction. I don't suggest you to use hashtags in the copy. I would suggest you to have 3 hashtags at the end of the copy, like the template. Okay, Adam? Because people, they get confused and they don't really like to read a sentence and to see hashtags there. Reads quite clinically, like an instruction manual. Let's face it. When executive guests, I responded to one of the contacts who replied to my content request today. Okay, you can keep sending messages, Adam. Why you don't keep sending messages? Guests from London, New York, read, our rooms are functional. They don't think luxury holiday. They think business trip. Dry and engaging text is the fastest way to kill a booking before it's even made. Your brand deserves an English voice that matches your 5-star service. By partnering with a translator who specializes in the luxury hospitality segment, you ensure. Yes. Okay. One feedback: I don't like the hashtag. Second, I don't see the reassure, like why you are the go-to expert to keep reading your post. Like I would expect to see something. Hi, I'm Adam, and I've been in the industry for that many years, translating for clients like you. I've been helping them, or I have been helping you to achieve 1, 2, 3 things. Is it time the German hoteliers will know? Okay. If you're addressing this message only for them, okay, that's okay. But again, I don't see your social proof, okay, here, the third part, okay, and also the main problem description. Here are the 3 of my top tips for elevating hospitality copy. Sell the sensation, not the specs. Do not describe your bedding as having high thread count seats. The feeling of sinking into Egyptian cotton after a day in the Alps sounds much more appealing, doesn't it? Avoid all Germanism, phrase like heartily welcome sound clunky and are jarring. And localize the luxury. An American guest might want a concierge service, while a British guest might prefer bespoke styling using the highest spending. Have you been using AI to write a copy, Adam? Which part of your hotel story has been the hardest to put into English? DM me story, and let's give your English copy the 5-star upgrade it deserves. Why story you chose as a keyword? International brand voices translated into sales. I like this one. I like the international here that says this one. I like this tagline. Okay, guys, be honest with Adam and give him feedback. Would you understand who is his ideal client through this copy? But definitely, I don't see you reassure. Okay, and also usually, I don't know if that's true or not, content that they start with, let's say, specific font, they don't get much traffic, but it's something we need to test. Okay, so you can have some post of yours that they start with special font and some others that they start with regular content, and let us know. I would remove the hashtags from the content itself, and I would add also some white space in between the actual 3 tips. Give feedback to Adam, guys. Is this clear? Which is his ideal client, what Adam does, and what they should do next? Which part of your hotel's story has been the hardest to put into English? Your hotel story. Okay. For me, it's a bit difficult, okay, to understand it. I don't know if you have used AI to write it. Okay, you didn't use AI to write it. Okay, maybe because you are native. But definitely, okay, we understand at least that you're talking to boutique hotel companies, that they would like to attract American and English UK clients, that maybe they're based in Switzerland. You mentioned the Alps. And I assume that since you're trying to address this to German-speaking audience, that their English is quite good, so as to understand phrases like heartily welcome sound clunky and are jarring for the Anglophone ear. So I hope that this kind of English is clear to German-speaking audience that you're addressing this message to. Congratulations. And I see that you have gone there and you have congratulations for completing. I love his post. The only thing is I would like it more if the first 3 paragraphs shorter, simpler. Yes, but we don't see his social proof. Why is the right candidate, to work with? I was trying to be client-facing and not have it all about me. It's not all about you, but we need to follow the structure of the template, okay, which the reassure is the 3rd paragraph. The 3rd paragraph should be your reassure. The 2nd one is when you explain the problem. Is that correct? So go back to the template that I shared with you, Adam, and stick to the instructions. I think that by having also why you are the go-to expert, you get higher chances of getting accepted a message. So people, they don't understand why they should actually contact you here if you don't give them a hint. One of the phrases to be about you, okay? It's not self-centered if one of the phrases is about you. Thank you, Jenny, for your feedback. Let's go to Katrin. Katrin, are you still here? So Katrin, she wrote that in her personal page, and then she went and she reshared that in, I assume this is your company page, Katrin. Ideally, we do the other way around. We share them in our page and then we reshare it to our personal page because we usually have more followers there. So why does your product use 3 different words for the same feature? If you're working in a global software company, you've probably seen this. Your user interface says one thing, your legal document says another, your marketing campaign says something else. Same product, same feature, different terminology. It confuses users, slows down teams, and quietly erodes trust. This is one of the most common and underestimated problems in localization across companies. Terminology breaks down because teams work in silos, product, legal, and marketing all moving fast but not always aligned. You are not alone in this. Here are 3 ways to start fixing. Where is again your social proof? I don't see the third part again. Catherine, like Adams. Where's your social proof? You reassure. Here are 3 ways to start fixing it. Create a single source of truth for terminology, not just a glossary, but a centralized, accessible resource for all teams. Align clear ownership. Someone needs to be responsible for maintaining and approving terminology. Integrate terminology into tools and workflows. If your glossary isn't embedded in your translation content management systems and AI tools, it won't be followed. How do you keep terminology consistent across product, legal, and marketing content? Follow me for more insights on scaling localization global tech team. Okay, so the question is this one. We see also the call to action, follow for more insights. So I would like a more, let's say, active call to action, like send me DM or comment this just to gain some kind. Also, the following is good. And I see that your client from this post is software companies. We don't see where they are based. We don't see what languages you offer. We don't see who you are. That's okay. But if your audience they still at the actual awareness, okay, awareness states, they don't understand what you do. Keep in mind, okay, that usually the people that we address our message in marketing is like addressing a 5-year-old child. We shouldn't have in our mind that they know already what we do. All of our pieces of content, they need to follow the template that I shared with you, because people, they are still at the awareness stage and they do not know about you. You need to remind them who you are and what you can do for them on a daily basis without a self-centered post. Of course, the post needs to be addressed to them, needs to be addressed to a problem that they face, okay? But usually what I see most translators, they do, either they write about how to hire the right professional translator or terminology. If your ideal clients and decision makers, they know about terminology and such problems, then you are okay. But again, I find it easier to read it. Sorry, Adam, Catherine's English. Maybe it has to do that we're not natives. It's easier to read. You realize the English is simpler. We want simple English so as to be understood by international audiences, okay? And to be able, okay? Let me know if you have any more questions. You think that you spam people, but actually the people, okay, they see you every time like they see you the first time. Don't think that they have taken the time like you think, because you know yourself and the frequency that you share a piece of content, that your clients, they have the same impression like you do. The pieces of content you're sharing on a daily basis, Adam, rarely they end up in their home screen the same frequency, okay? They usually end up to see 1 or 2 of them, not all of them, okay? Does this make sense? Let's go to Eugenia, that Siri wrote that in English. 3 common problems that could kill your multilingual virtual meetings. Very to the point. Do your virtual or hybrid meetings feel dead? Does the audience seem disconnected? Does the speaker asks a question and no one responds? I understand your frustration. I've experienced it from my seat as an interpreter. Here it'll say, so at least here we understand. As an interpreter for the last that many years, helping international brands or whatever, name your clients, okay? Here I say the mistake. So what I understand from your copies, guys, that you don't want to niche down. You don't want to talk to a specific person. You are trying to integrate bigger audiences, and that way you don't include many keywords. By keywords, I mean your ideal clients. So here, okay, you talk about virtual meetings, but to whom you are addressing? Like, who is your ideal client? How the algorithm of LinkedIn will understand? You are trying to write that in a more generic way so as to attract a bigger audience, but actually the opposite happens. If you're trying to talk to everyone, it's like talking to no one. The algorithm won't understand who's your ideal client. Here are certain mistakes that could be affecting your virtual meetings this way. Then I'll tell you how to avoid them. And you'll see it's not complicated at all. Problem one, you can't hear the speaker and interpreter or the participant who wants to ask something. Problem number two, everyone wonders who's speaking because no one can see them. Problem number three, the speaker asks a question and all you hear is crick, crick. But since almost everything has a solution, let's get promised fixes. Do a technical check before. During the meeting, verify that the audience can clearly hear. Tip, don't rush the start. Make sure display. It's too long, you see, I'm already not reading it. Of course, if somebody would be interested in that, they would consume the whole content. Encourage someone who will speak. Trust your tech support and give them co-host permissions. They will handle the technical checks. Do you know any other useful tips to revive dead meetings, or have you encountered any problems in your company? Yeah, just one question, okay? Just one question. Like the second one, I like that. Have you encountered such problems, okay? One question. If you like this post, save it for easy access later or send it to that colleague you thought of while reading. It would help them too. Until next time, warm regards for email, okay? I don't know if you would like to keep that, Eugenia, for your pieces of content here, but we usually warm regards is for an email in a written format. Until next time. Okay. So congratulations, guys. For me, it's huge what you did already, okay? I will try shortening, yes. Yes, you don't need to do it with AI, okay? But of course, if you struggle, of course you can use AI. But for me, you can always read it to somebody that they are not from the industry and let them know if they understand, okay? Or let them actually read it and let them know, do you understand what I do? Do you understand who is my ideal client? Do you understand what problem am I touching here, addressing? Do you understand the tips that I'm giving and the solution? If they don't, then you need to rewrite, and they don't need to be your ideal clients in order to understand it. Our pieces of content, they should be understood by everyone, okay? So even if our ideal clients, are not reading it or not interacting, even the rest of the people that may be interacting with our piece of content, they would be able to forward to other people this piece of content or engage or understand what we do. I didn't suggest using AI. Somebody else, they did, okay. Catherine, maybe. But in general, I'm not against of using AI if it really helps you, to save you time. I'm always into using it because otherwise your competitors will do, and they will always be ahead. Okay, Catherine said it. Yes, it's okay. But for me, it's really important to understand, okay, that if your content is not understood by a 5-year-old child, then it won't be consumed by your ideal clients. Why is that? Because people, they're so overwhelmed with such information. Usually when they read your piece of content, they're driving, they're meeting a deadline, they're very busy, they're confused, so they don't put the attention that is needed so to understand it in full. So that's why we suggest easy English, okay, or easy language in general to be understood. Okay, white spaces and short paragraphs so as to be consumed, length as it is in the template that I shared with you, and topic that can be understood by everyone. Of course, if it's very highly specialized topic that no one else understands, at least address it in such a way so as even the other people in your network that I might not be interested quite enough, they actually understand it and they can forward it to other people might be interested in, okay? So this is really important. A trick. Try to read it to a 5-year-old child, and if they understand it, then you're fine. Okay, if they don't, then you need to rewrite that. If the people that you're reading it, they keep on asking you, who's your ideal client or what do you do, then we need to rewrite that. Keep in mind that I've been sharing content myself for the last, I don't know how many years. I'm very active in the community. You can let me know. Most of you found me online. Is that correct? Through my content. Katarzyna, Katrin, Adam, Kenneth, I know that we met at an international conference. Grace. So most of you have met me online through my content, and I still have people that they ask me what I do. So it's not clear. It's not clear what I do. No worries, Eugenia. It's okay. So imagine that I've been active on a daily basis on so many platforms. I've been sharing content for so many years and so active, so frequent, so on. Still, I have people in my network that they're telling me what I do for a living. They're asking me what I do for a living. So the fact that we have already as a take in our mind whom we're addressing our message to, or the fact that we have very clear what we do, if it's not reflected through our copies, then we haven't done the work properly. Okay, the algorithm is a machine, and we need to educate the algorithm about who we are, what we do, whom we're addressing our message to, and everything should be clearly stated through keywords. And by keywords, I don't mean hashtags like boutique hotels, like Adam did. No, I mean that you have your social proof there. I've been helping such types of clients to address that kind of problem through that kind of sales. Those are keywords, and that way we educate the algorithm so as to start boosting the visibility of our content to the previous. I saw your post in the Pros Facebook group. Okay, great to know. Thank you, Gracie. Yes, I think I found you on LinkedIn. You see, Catherine? So content really works. You will be able to be found by your ideal client as long as you have very clearly stated who you work for, whom you're addressing this message or this post to, who are you and what do you do. So everything should be very clearly stated. And don't feel that you're spamming people because you're sharing content on a daily basis, because people, they're not going to consume your content on a daily basis. Your content won't reach all of the people on a daily basis, okay? Unless they keep following you, they keep interacting, they like that, and they would like, okay, to get your message and your post on a daily basis. But it's very difficult, okay, due to the algorithms, to have our content in front of our dear clients on a daily basis. That's why we want frequency and consistency. So some of our content to reach our audience properly and to keep increasing the reach. That's what we want. So don't be afraid, first of all, that you will be a spammer. Secondly, do not feel that it's going to be self-centered if you write just one sentence about who you are and who you help with your service. Okay, it's really important. People, they are still at the awareness stage. So the goal there is to raise awareness around who you are and what you do and the problem that you help them solve. By repeating the same problem that you solve, even it's better sometimes. Okay. This challenge was recommended to me by another Romanian translator, Grace Gracie. I hope that you will be able to catch up with the assignments, guys. And that's your goal for today, okay? We are on day number 5. We celebrated your wins. Many of you mentioned about mindset change and the way that you see the business side of your our industry, and that you felt that you're business owners, that you congratulated yourself for completing and being committed here for 5 days in a row. So congratulations, everyone. But also, if you have fallen behind, you still have time to catch up with the assignments. I will keep all the recordings until Sunday, late Monday, maybe. So as for you to catch up. And also you need to tag me in the group, and I will be waiting. Your analytics, your SSI. Adam, did you check your SSI? The SSI link, I will be sharing here as well, the SSI. I would like to keep seeing your progress, because everything that we're teaching here is an ongoing, okay, process. It's not an overnight success. It's not only for the 5 days. I would like you to take, okay, from here, the process. In my programs, I'm not giving you the fish. I'm teaching you how to fish. Okay, so it's really important for you to learn how to fish, how to find your clients, and to keep implementing that even after the challenge ends. So we want numbers, we want quality leads at the same time. So you need to keep sending those messages. So Gracie, go and send those messages. Okay, and of course, create your follow-up process accordingly. So it's really important that you categorize, okay, the kind of responses that you get, or the 0 responses or no responses. We need to categorize them, okay, so as to be able to create your follow-up process. If you will be consistent with the activities of this challenge, and you will be setting your progress, and you will be able to categorize your answers, and you will be setting the answers that you've been receiving throughout this week, the end of this week. In the group, I will be able to help you to create your follow-up process, okay? So find and share. I will be sharing again the SSI. And of course, I said again how to find your analytics. I've been also sharing a video, a Loom video on how to actually find the analytics. So let me know if you have any more questions. Congratulations, everyone. I've said here also how to find the SSI. This is how it looks like, and I would like you to take a screenshot, okay, of this part and share it in the group. It also recommends you what you need to improve. I assume that if you have started connecting with your clients, if your clients, they have been accepting your connection request, if you have been sharing content and you have updated your LinkedIn profile, you will be able also throughout the week to improve your SSI, okay? Let me know, guys, if there is anything I have missed, if there are any comments or questions that you have said in the group and I didn't address them. And also there is a no win is a small win post that I would suggest you to go there in the comments and share your wins. Okay, Gracie? So Catherine, Adam, Eugenia, are you ready to make the adjustments to your pieces of content and the upcoming ones? Are you ready, everyone, to come up with your 50 topic ideas with the tools that I've been sharing with you? Do you have any questions related to this challenge before we wrap up? We shared also the winners, we shared the prizes, I will be share also. Let me know, guys, in the chat. So I've been sharing also the links to book a call with me in the comments, to find your SSI, to find information about the 12-week business mentorship program. If you click on the link, you'll be redirected to this page. The registration closes next Thursday, April 16th, but the early bird price is valid until tonight midnight. Then the price will be 3K. Okay? By clicking join now, you'll be able to be redirected to the payment. You can choose either the prepayment with the discount, okay, or the installment plan for 3 months. 997 is the best price. You won't be able to find this price. Then by scrolling, you'll be able to find, okay, the accountability and support, the sessions, the frequently asked questions and answers, the modules that we cover, success stories and testimonials. The bonuses are great because you don't only get, I have to rethink my postings, a strategy between my personal company, of course, and say more in my post who I help with. Exactly, Catherine, because people, they're still at the awareness stage, okay? Bonuses that you get by actually joining now. LinkedIn strategy call with me extra, okay, in the group. Live hands-on training on pricing and packages. We're going to review your pricing strategy. We're going to find your ideal pricing per hour, per word, and packages if they're needed. 2-hour CV and cover letter do's and don'ts training. Create your target portfolio specifically for direct clients. No questions. Thank you, Virginia, for this opportunity and your dedication. Great, Gracie. Can't wait to see your results. Will you keep doing the work? Okay, can I expect any results of yours? So you get all of those bonus training, and I have recently added one extra bonus about creating and leveraging your website. So if you would like to create one short website throughout the 12-week business mentorship program to review your existing one and leverage it, we can do that, okay? So more success stories. What is in it for you if you're a starting out colleague or a well-established one? Okay, what is in it for you? And of course, this is the most innovative program that exists out there right now. Let me know, guys, any more questions? Congratulations for actually, okay, completing this program. And if you would like to receive the actual if you would like to receive the actual recordings of this challenge forever, if you sign up, okay, by midnight, you will be receiving also this challenge content, the recordings, the daily tasks videos, the live Q&As, and the worksheets forever. So let me know if you have any more questions, and I would love to address them. Congratulations. I will be sharing a post about the winners and the prizes, and I can't wait to see you. I will be also announcing until when the group will be remain open, so you'll be able to catch up. I will be expecting your results from you guys, okay, to be shared later on. No more questions. I'll email you about the prize. Can't wait, Adam, so as to give priority to the next one in case that you're not ready to join. So I will be staying here sharing some case studies. In case that someone would like to leave, I wish you a great weekend and thank you so much for participating. I will be going through some case studies. Could you share the link for the discounted price? Yes, this is here, Jenny. I just shared it. Did you see it, Eugenia? If you have more questions, please book a call with me, guys. Okay, I've said also the link to book a call with me in the comments. So in case that you come up with more questions, either book a call with me or send me an email at info@vmentoring.com, okay? I will share with you some success stories because I would really like to motivate you to keep taking action. So if you have the time to stay here with me, let me know. I would love to address them together today and to answer any more questions you might come up. But for me, it's really important, okay? You're welcome, Eugenia. You can book a call with me here. So I said also the Kaleni link. Congratulations, everyone. Amazing. Can't wait to keep seeing your progress. Keep creating content ideas, keep sharing pieces of content, keep sending messages to your clients. That's an ongoing work. And let's start with discussing about case studies here and success stories. I have chosen some of them, might not be very recent. I have more recent ones on my YouTube channel. Might be sharing my YouTube channel success stories to you guys. But I would really like you to feel motivated by the successes of other people, because for me, that's the best thing that you can do, is to be able to feel motivated and inspired by other people's successes instead of you telling me, Virginia, there are cheaper solutions. No, be motivated and inspired by such people that they were able to reach 10K months by using my process. Okay, so no more excuses. You will be able to achieve such results. Most of you are telling me, Virginia, it's my language combination is very small, or my specialization is not that niche down so as to be able to reach 10K months. No, those are excuses, okay? You need to realize what you're doing to yourself, okay? So don't, let's say, limit your activity here. Try to be more positive and business mindset, okay? Having the business mind that is needed so as for you to get such results. Of course, you know Catherine Lelson from Canada, that she was able to make 10K months. And actually, if you watch her video that I have on my YouTube channel, you will see that I'm surprised when she says that actually by implementing only 20% of the things that I'm teaching in my paid program, okay, she was able to get such results. I would love to address any kind of questions of yours, guys. We wrap up the challenge together today. Okay, so this is your last chance to ask me anything. Thank you, everyone, for congratulate yourself for completing this challenge. And of course, more success stories. I'm sharing also the link in the chat. So Catherine Lelson, having 3 kids, working from home, her idea clients were NGOs, Spanish-speaking in Latin America, that they were translating financial documents for the investors in the UK. And she says that I did not think it was possible, but it happened for me. And in April, I reached 10K months thanks to Virginia. Virginia's program is the safest, non-threatening, most authentic, introvert-friendly one I saw yet. If you're ready to grow and learn to market your services to ideal clients, this program will teach you step by step how to do that, and you will live with a mindset and a suite of tools to succeed. Yes, it's an investment, but you will live taking action. Without action, you and your business cannot grow. The group is challenging and encouraging, and one of the best things about this program. And even though the mentoring takes place in a group, the coaching and advice is tailored to your specific situation and goals. So thank you so much, Catherine, a financial translator from Spanish into English. Then we have Ileana. Ileana is an Italian translator. She joined my program while COVID hit her country, Italy, and she was used to get clients by attending live events. After she participated in my program, you can find several live videos with Ileana on my YouTube channel. She was able to reach 10K turnover. Thank you so much, Virginia. Words can describe how thankful I am. She says that the Ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system was extremely useful for her business. Not only it boosted my network, but also made me reach many potential clients that I would have never reached in person in a short time. And she's also interpreter, not only translator, okay? We revamped her website, her branding colors, her branding in general, and she was able, by sending 9 portfolios, to get 3 clients. Bye-bye, Adam. Congratulations. No worries. You're welcome. So I absolutely recommend it. Virginia is the perfect mentor to show all the details and solve any doubts. A unique experience that has changed my path. Words can describe how thankful I am. I have been fully booked since starting the course, and I can't wait to continue implementing the rest of the strategies and growing even more. A Spanish translator based in Panama. So you see different countries. We have discussed about Italy, Canada, interpretation, translation. Then we go for a virtual assistant and translator in Panama. First, I would like to say thank you for sharing all of your knowledge throughout the whole program. I appreciate every insight and recommendation. I can't believe that only some minimal changes and approaches learned from the course have pushed my business, and I'm also sure that has to do with my mindset. I'm also happy with the networking process and the rest of the course. You see, everyone mentions the networking, the community, the group, and the mindsets. So far we see so common, let's say, testimonial success stories. I reached 10K months. So Luna, a translator and interpreter for museums, very highly specialized. It says it's worth the investment. Doors will start to open for you as you are guided in a meaningful way by Virginia's amazing mentoring skills and in-depth knowledge of our industry. LinkedIn doesn't seem so scary anymore, and I realized how useful tool it proved to be. You can find Luna and see how active she is on LinkedIn, and she was able to get very difficult projects and clients using LinkedIn. She has moved actually to Greece. She left Greece after attending my summer retreats. So that was impressive for Luna. A more success story, Sarah. So for those that you are telling Virginia, is it possible to contact 2,000? Yes, she was able to contact 2,000 new clients in 2 weeks, and she was able to get paid projects during the program. That's a real story. Sarah, she has a boutique agency in Spain. Her idea clients are device companies in Germany. And she says, I had tried a couple of things to improve my profile and posted things with a certain frequency. I didn't get many results though. However, Virginia has been able to give me some very good suggestions. We had a very creative one-to-one session. The group dynamic was brilliant to hold me accountable and stick to the weekly tasks. After implementing the things we were seeing in the program, I immediately started to get some results and had actually being able to find new clients with actual projects while the program was still going on. So I definitely recommend it. So it's really great that she mentioned that the moment you start implementing, so you need to take action, guys, okay? You need to put into action whatever that you learn. My program is for action takers. If you're not an action taker, if you're not willing to take action throughout those 12 weeks, do not join such a program, because I really want people to get results and to get such great actual testimonials from people, okay? I went from 0 clients to fully booked business owner and project manager in less than 6 months. That's Mario. If you're wondering if this program is for you as a starting out colleague, Mario, he joined my program summer, like this one starting in June. The summer, he spent the money that he got from his family for his summer vacation to join this program. That's huge. And he actually was a newly graduate. He had never worked before. He didn't have CV. So we created his CVs, his cover letters, his LinkedIn profile. He even went for photo shooting. He got this photo. We recreated his LinkedIn profile. He created a website. So the 3-month business mentoring program is truly the best thing I could have ever done to start my translation career. I had the opportunity to learn from someone as experienced as Virginia and the rest of the participants. To me, the most valuable thing about the program was how I felt that Virginia really wanted me to succeed. She was always there to help me with whatever I needed and whenever I needed it, and she was always willing to share her own experience and knowledge. Learning from the tips and advice from someone experienced and an expert in marketing for translators like Virginia is priceless. Mario, amazing. Now I think he's a project manager, very big translation companies, and he was in Madrid. I think he works remotely right now. Congratulations, Mario. You owe it to you guys. This is Deborah, a German translator based in the US. She says, I had been looking for a comprehensive client acquisition program, more specifically using LinkedIn. I knew that I wanted to grow my business, that it was possible, but I felt like I lacked the tools and knowledge of specific prospecting methods. This is what Virginia offered. I entered the program with no clear path and left with a concrete strategy to follow. So I wish you guys the same. Mira Dittmer, she's an interpreter and translator, German. She joined my program as a newly graduate. Okay, this is great. And she was able to actually right now, because she joined my 2 summer retreats that they took place here in Greece. And she mentioned that not only she was hired as an academic to give lectures at the university, but also she has been gaining clients and projects of 15,000 euros. While she was giving me that testimonial, she said, the mentoring program has been a true game changer for me. Thanks to the mentoring program, I had a process to follow and took action to take my translation business to the next level. As a starting out translator, I had many questions. I got direct feedback on the text I wrote. Virginia will tell you everything that you should change and give you ideas on how to improve your profile. Being successful requires many business skills that are never taught in university. Thanks to Virginia, I got a huge step further. Now I know what I want to do next, and actually she created a consultancy company right now. So I'm very proud of you guys because I've been following you online and I've been seeing your progress, and that's just a starting point. Valerie, French translator in the US, it was in, I think, Chicago. She says, do you need a support group to revamp your online profile and the way you think about marketing? Virginia provides a kind and positive environment where we move step by step with weekly goals. We ask questions, exchange ideas and stories on the dedicated group, and support each other along the way. I've made terrific progress in such a short period. I highly recommend. Thank you so much, Valerie. Hello, Roberta. Virginia Perez, a Spanish translator from the Canary Islands. She's based, I think, in the UK. And actually, when she actually completed my program, she told Virginia, you charge too low for what you are teaching. I turned to Virginia's program because in spite of my 15 plus years of experience in translation, I lacked the confidence to target my ideal clients. The program helps you define the target market and delve deeper into your ideal clients' needs and pains. This will provide you with powerful tool to address your target clients with the right message. So people with 15 plus years of experience, you don't need to struggle, okay, to join such a program. Even if you might have enough experience, but you would like to restart, you would like to save you time. So I would definitely recommend Virginia's mentorship if you want to take your translation business to the next level, whether you're a beginner or an experienced translator. So this program doesn't really matter what's your starting point, guys, okay? As long as you take action towards your goals, you will be able, okay, to achieve your goals. This is amazing, guys. I'm always very proud to read such posts. Let me know if you have any more questions. I would love to address them. The group will remain open until Monday, okay? You can still catch up until Sunday. If you actually make any progress, share the results in the group and tag me, okay, and my name, Virginia Katsibouris, to be notified, okay, because we have several different posts there. Said I would like to get back to you and give you my feedback. And of course, if you will be sharing your piece of content, don't forget to add the hashtag so as for me and my team to be able to find it. And of course, notify me that you were able to share your piece of content so as for me and my team to go there and check it out. Congratulations, everyone. I'm very proud of you and myself that actually I spent the Holy Week before Easter here in Greece. For Christian Orthodox, we have Easter this Sunday. So today we have Holy Friday. That's why you might be listening to bells here. Eugenia should go as well. Thank you all for this amazing week. I hope to see you soon. Of course, Eugenia, and their recordings will remain at your disposal again for the rest of the week, and keep doing the work. For those that decide to work together, can't wait to welcome you guys starting in June. And if you sign up right now, you will be able to get preparation exercise. I will be keeping you busy for the month of May. Before the program starts, I will ask you to create your goal setting, your vision plan, and I will give you preparation exercises to do the work before you join the program that starts in June. And I can't wait to work with you guys during this summer. That is a low period for most of us. And we spend it for business and personal growth, because when we grow our business, we grow also personally. So thank you, everyone. If you come up with more questions, send me an email at info@vimentoring.com or book a call with me through the link that you see here below. I have shared also the link, okay, to join if you would like the extra discount, which is valid until tonight, midnight, Central European time. Then the price will be €500 higher. If you would like to claim your prize, you need to let me know if you would like the discount price or the one-to-one session with me. We expect from Adam to answer to me in the upcoming 24 hours. Then we go to the next one. That was it for today, guys. Congratulations, everyone. I'm very proud, okay, for your results so far. Keep doing the work, okay? For the sake of your business and personal growth. Growth is not something that happens overnight. We need persistence, okay? We need consistency, and we need to be decisive and follow our dreams. It's not about the money, it's about growing, okay? It's about creating and having the freedom to choose the project that we translate, the lifestyle that we want. So either you want to work less and earn more, or to have more life and work balance, to spend more time with your beloved ones, or to learn the technical side of LinkedIn. So whatever is your actually goal. This program can help you working in a community and with me for 12 weeks starting this June. You will see that by September, you will be able that everyone gets back to business, to have a strategy in place and to keep getting clients before the program ends. So you will be able to start contacting your clients. And once they're back from their business, you'll be able to close deals and you'll be surprised with the results that you'll be getting. Thank you everyone for joining me live, and congratulations once again. If you're watching the replay, use the hashtag replay and tag me in case you come up with more questions. I can't wait to see your results. For those that you have fallen behind already, you still have time to catch up. Bye-bye everyone. Have a great weekend.